Almost every single day, there are new memes that surface on the internet and burn through social media like a vicious wildfire in a drought-ridden forest. And while some memes seem to be timeless, others do get old rather quickly. I feel like the lifespan of a meme can last for days or even years. An even more interesting phenomenon to me is when someone becomes a living meme. Like that annoying kombucha girl who managed to finesse a career out of making a couple facial expressions, or even the dude who went viral for his mugshot and ended up signing a massive modeling contract and marrying a billionaire. Anyone who can make a career out of a moment takes a massive W in my book. The internet does really have a funny way of making people famous. And one of the most annoying of all to claim this meme fame is a guy who goes by the name of Salt Bae, who first went viral about 5 years ago when someone recorded his unorthodox method of salting a steak with his little giraffe forearm. Now this was always one of those memes where I personally didn't really understand the appeal behind it. You had NFL players celebrating tutties with the Salt Bae, you had people dressing up like him for Halloween, other videos started surfacing of him putting his meat in people's mouths across the country. Listen, all I know is that if he tried to feed my girl like this, we're getting the fuck up out of his little steakhouse.
El otro dice que no habla español, ¿qué ondas? Dile algo.
Like really, imagine this living meme pulling that shit, and then the girl you're with still wants you to pay for the meal. Bitch, you're gonna be washing dishes in the back of this restaurant for the next month. And I'm serious when I say that because his steaks cost more than most people's mortgages. And somehow, a whole 5 years removed from this viral moment, Salt Bae is still popping out to try and be the center of attention. He's also apparently very rich, as some websites estimate his net worth to be in the tens of millions of dollars, as he owns around 17 restaurants across the world. And I do have to hand it to this guy, for him to still be a relevant name after all this time, and to make all of this money off of being the Salt Bae is really impressive to say the least. But now recently I would say that he has overplayed his hand after a video of him being annoying as fuck at the World Cup surfaced, and he faced massive ridicule from the internet.
Let's think about it. Yeah. Well, you think if he plays in MLS for the next 3 years, there's a World Cup in the States. Right there. They come asking.
Honestly, just the way he touched him was crazy. He doesn't know you, little bro. And that wasn't the only clip where players were clearly annoyed by his clout-chasing presence during what could arguably be described as the greatest moment of their careers. Just look at some of these other pictures that he took. And the main thing that really bothers me about this is that this Turkish man really has nothing to do with Argentina. In fact, I guarantee that if France would have came out victorious, he would have been down there celebrating with them because, at the end of the day, he knew the World Cup is going to be one of the most viewed events of all time, especially this World Cup. It was crazy. And with Messi being one of the most popular players of all time, he just couldn't fight off his inner clout demon and had to try and go down there on the pitch and get a picture with him for his 50 million Instagram followers, many of which I'm sure are about as real as the hair on Elon Musk's head. I mean, just 6 weeks ago he was sucking off Ronaldo, and now he's begging for a photo with Messi. It really all just screams fake. And I think it's safe to say at this point the fame has really gone to this egomaniac's head. In the midst of all this drama, he was banned from the Open Cup and also from attending Rolling Loud next year, which seems kinda random to me. I guess they don't want none of that cloud chasing shit around there. And the thing is, on paper, Salt Bae really is the type of dude who seems easy to cheer for with his rags to riches story. He came from a very poor family and had to stop going to school at the age of 5. When he was 13 years old, he was already working a full-time job as a dishwasher, but already knew that he wanted to surround himself with food, so he worked in all sorts of restaurants in different countries. By the time the man was 27, he had already opened his own steakhouse, and he had already made himself a success. And so to go from this reality to the present day is really just insane. Yeah, he might sell overpriced steak to people who have way too much money and care way too much about what they post on social media, but still he really did make himself something out of nothing. And by the way, just a side note, does anyone else not really understand the craze of eating something covered in sheets of foil? You honestly look like you're eating aluminum foil with your dumb ass. Like, why would I pay 10 times the price for something that looks like it was wrapped up in arts and crafts? Does it make you take a golden shit? I mean, seriously, I do have questions. And I guess the point of the video is really just that it goes to show you that even when you start with these humble beginnings and you come from nothing, sometimes your ego can really inflate so much that you're out here doing this silly type of clout chasing shit, all because you think you're more important than you actually are, trying to take moments away from people and just being downright a little bit weird. I do understand that his brand largely depends on him doing this dumb shit and trying to create the next viral moment, but at this point I feel like he really did take it way too far. Either way, y'all let me know what you guys think about Salt Bae down below. If you saw him out on the street, would you ask him for a picture? I also want you to comment who's your favorite living meme. I'm personally going with Bad Luck Brian. Little throwback there for you people who have been on the internet for quite some time. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. Thank you guys who return to the videos every single day. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other walking talking memes out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!